गिरिवरधारी गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना गिरावनचारी यमुना गिरावनचारी यमुना गिरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Radhe Jai Jagannath Jai Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jai Jagannath Jai Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Harinam Sangeet Ki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tadodaya Udayate Nashtaprayesu abhadresu nityam bhagavada sevadya bhagavadi uttama shloke bhakti bhavati naishiki krishnaya vasudevaya devaki nandanaya cha nandagova kumaraya govindaya namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sadvaita Gadada Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Welcome all the devotees for this Sunday Srimad Bhagavatam class. So I'm extremely thankful for all of you for joining today's session. I'm extremely thankful for our Paramadayal Prabhu for hosting and encouraging us to be this kind of Bhagavatam class. Today we'll discuss about the pastimes of Visvsmita Muni. How is the journey from the king to the saint? I'm speaking from Subhala's Prabhu's game of Ramayana, the game of life based on that. So we'll dive into the Visvamitra life. Actually, all our lives are like Visvamitra only. But only thing is we are not able to dive into our own life to introspect and how we are progressing our spiritual life, or we are going backward. We have to assess ourselves. So there is a saying: every saint had his past. Similarly, every thief has a future. So when we see the transformation from the saint, when we see the past history, it is not good. Similarly, when you feel somebody who is down today is not in a very comfortable position in spirituality, we should not condemn them. They are also going through the process of change. By evolution, they will also come one day after a saint if proper encouragement and nourishment is given to that particular soul. So this particular story was for Visvamitra Muni, was narrated in the court of Janak Maharaj when Ram Lakshman went to Janakpuri, to Mithila, to in the journey with Visvamitra Muni. There, they met Sadananda. Sadananda is also one of the priest who is advising Janak Maharaj. So the Sadananda is actually the son of Ahilya and Gautama Rishi. He is such a elevated person. So when they were narrating what are these achievements of Ram, at that time Sadananda felt Ram Lakshman should know something about his spiritual master or guru who is touring along with him. So then he is narrated the particular story of Visvamitra Muni, how he upgraded himself from the king to the Bramharshi. So actually, the Visvamitra Muni is coming in the dynasty of same in the dynasty of sun god. The first he was started by is moon god. First Chandra, the moon god son was Chandra, then Purava, then they came Jahunu. The Jahunu grandson was Kusha, and who grandson was Gadi. Actually, Visvamitra is the son of Gadi, and actually his original name was Kausika. When before got the name of Visvamitra, his name was Kausika, and actually he was traveling in a hunting expedition with his entire ministers, and while finishing hunting, he came up. He was returning to his kingdom. There he saw a small hermitage. So he thought, let me go there and offer obeisance to that saint who is there and take his blessing. With that, he happened to enter into the hermitage of Vasishta. When he went there, Vasishta was living such a simple life, poverty stricken, nothing was there in the ashram. But by looking at the king, by that Visvamitra touchy sweet, he offered a nice, he had a very, very sweet discussion with him. He was asking him to instruct me how should rule the king. All this, he was very nice, pleasant exchange of pleasantry was going among them. At that time, Vasishtha was insisting, you came all the way to my hermitage. I want to give a host, good feast to you, not only for you, for entire entourage. And Visvamitra was not keen to accept this invitation because that the condition was very poor. Nothing is there, actually, practically nothing was there. So then also Vasishtha insisted, you come, then you will understand, like that he was insisting. Based on the insistence of Visvamitra Muni, he came inside and he made all these soldiers to sit there, and they were expecting some big feast to come. So suddenly, Visvamitra called his, he has got one cow, named Sabala. He called the cow and requested the cow, kindly feed all these, my guest who was coming to, like that. And actually, when they sat for that feast, there was variety of feast which they cannot think about that. It was coming from the Sabala cow. And it was completely, the plate was full. And not only that it was full, the preparation was given by, the preparation was consisting of six kind of taste. Like the sweet was there, sour item was there, salty item was there, pungent things were there, astringent and bitter. All these things were there. They enjoying the feast like anything. And they were enjoying this mouth-watering feast very nicely. And after that, everything was done. So Visvamitra was thinking, this saint is such a poor person, he doesn't have anything. How he can retain this cow? This actually, that the Sabala cow actually was given by Vishnu to Vasishtha as a gift. When this one Samudra Mardhan was churning was there, one of the items he got was Kamadhenu. This also, the Sabala is a Kamadhenu cow. It will wish fulfilling desire. Whatever he wanted, whatever the master wanted, that wish should be fulfilled. That kind of a cow. So this time that Visvamitra thinking, I am a king. This particular the cow is to be in my palace, because since Vasishtha is living in my kingdom, he is to actually voluntarily give this to me. So then somehow the Visvamitra had urge. So he requested Vasishtha, I want to keep this cow. And Vasishtha was thinking, this cow I am maintaining for not only for me. This cow is required for my doing yajna, and also many guests are coming to my place. I have to entertain them. This is given for a public purpose. Actually, it is not by my own self. There's no self enjoyment or sense gratification. I can't give the cow. Then Visvamitra said, I will give 1 lakh cow which yielding milk yielding cow, that milch cow. So then Visvamitra thinking, I will not trade that. The Sabala is like my mother. I cannot trade my mother. I can't give. I don't want anything else. Then Visvamitra had one great idea. Maybe I would increase my this some more gift. So donation like that. Then he offered him 14,000 elephant, 800 golden chariots, 11,000 horses, and 10 million milch cows. I can give you. Can you give me this? Somehow he was there's no attached this the Sabala cow. He doesn't want to leave it. So he said, I can't give it, but you think something else. But I can't give this. It is not like I told you it is my mother. I cannot give it in any circumstances. Then the Visvamitra become angry. Then he has understood. He is my subject. I got right to forcefully take this cow. So he ordered his soldiers, drag the cow, let us take along with us. So they tried to drag the Sabala cow. And the Sabala cow, since he is under a master, Sabala cow turned towards the Vasishta for help. You are my master, you are supposed to protect me. This person is dragging me to do something. At that time, Vasishta was thinking, since he was a saintly person, he was thinking, Visvamitra is the first a king, and secondly, he is my guest. I can't dishonor the guest. So then Sabala felt very, very bad. Vasishta really not protecting me. So then he asked my permission whether I can protect myself. Then Vasishta gave a signal. If it is possible to protect yourself, you protect. Then at that time, actually, the Sabala became very, 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 very angry. It created a big sound and a terrific sound. With that, the different parts of the body, and actually, when the first time when the cow cried in agony for Visvamitra, from that cow, Pallava came. Pallava came more than more than 100 or 200 Pallava soldiers came from the body of the cow. Immediately, Visvamitra soldiers eliminated everybody. So then Visvamitra thought, I am going to achieve success, I am going to lift the cow and go. Again, it made Sabala made a cry. And from the different parts of the body, different soldiers came. It is stated that from tail part, Pallavas came for order, Dravidas and Sakas, from the womb, Yavanas, from dung, Saharas, from urine, Kanachas, from the other parts of the body, Pondaras, Haridas, Yanavas, many, many soldiers came. They completely defeated all the soldiers. Nobody was there. So the soldiers all defeated, they all destroyed all the soldiers. And actually now, only Visvamitra is alone. He left, all these soldiers had finished. So Visvamitra, what he did, he actually went to the kingdom back. And after returning, he came with his 100 sons. And again, the 100 sons directly attacked Vasishta. The Vasishta made a Omkara sound. When he made a Omkara sound, all these 100 sons of Visvamitra were killed instantly. They become ashes. So the Visvamitra was very angry at this time. It is stated Visvamitra's anger is like a ocean without waves, a serpent without fangs, the bird without wing, the sun without the light. It becomes so angry, he was not able to control his anger. So what he decided now, I should take a revenge against this Vasishta. So now he understood, if Vasishta is only an ordinary saint, he is a Bramharshi, but I am a king. Now the king post is subordinate to the saintly post. He decided I should become a Bramharshi. Let's say with the aim, he goes to the forest. Whichever son is remained, he made them as a king. He goes to the forest for meditation. He meditated for many thousand years in appealing to Shiva, doing all these austerities in attempt to invoke Shiva's blessing. And actually, after many, many years of tabas, Shiva came in front of him. Shiva asked, what do you want? Shiva asked Visvamitra, what do you want? I am satisfied with you, I am prepared to give. He said, give me the master. I want to become the master of all military arsenals. I want the complete military science. I want to control the missiles. Sadastu, the Shiva gave immediately the blessing. With that, he again directly came to the Vasishta. He did not go anywhere. Directly came to Vasishta. He challenged him. You undo me now. I got whatever he wanted, I got from Shiva. Let us have a fight. So, actually, when he released many of these missiles initially, Visvamitra completely damaged the ashram of Vasishta, and all the disciples ran away by thinking that Visvamitra's worth they cannot be able to withstand. So they, under Isis of Vasishta, told him, kindly wait, I will be able to control. Then after that, single-handedly, Vasishta comes in front of that ashram. He put his Brahmadanda there. He put a stick in front of him asked Visvamitra, you shoot anything you wanted. He was shooting like numerous missiles, one after another, one after another. Everything Danda was observing. His no time is disappearing. Then Visvamitra had a last resort of Brahmastra. The Brahmastra is very powerful. If we release Brahmastra, Vasishtha has to die. That is the power of Brahmastra. So Vasishtha was not affected by whatever he, besides that he was observing the Danda, Vasishtha was not affected. He released finally Brahmastra, thinking that Vasishtha will be killed. Unfortunately, that Brahmastra was also observed by Brahmadanda of Vasishtha. So really, this time he got frustrated. So really, he said, there is no use in going to this getting so many missiles. I should become equal to Vasishtha. I want to become a Bramharshi. That's right. With this, he decided to go south. Previously, he is now thinking, now my destiny should be southward. I should go and do some austerity in south side. And he was living in only with fruits and roots, such a big tabas. And finally, Brahma came. Brahma came in front of him and he said, I can give you a Raja Rishi title, I can give you. But I can't give you the Brahma Rishi, you are not qualified. Directly he told, Brahma told, directly qualified. So, this is a very important time. So, when he was doing this, all this particular thing, discussion with Brahma was there. When he was doing Yajna, there happened to one king from Ayodhya, his name is Trisanku. He also had an idea because he was just a very beautiful person. And he used to spend most of the time in front of the mirror, just decorating his body, observing his beauty and self-glorification like that he was doing. And one day he had a weird idea. So normally, going to the Surga and all, you have to do a lot of austerity. This person want to do a shortcut. Since I am a king, since I love this body, I want to go in the same body to the spiritual world. So he went to his guru. The Vasishtha is a guru of Ishwar dynasty. He was living in Ayodhya. He went to Vasishtha and asked him, so can you be send me to the heaven in the same body? Vasishtha said, impossible. For that, they should be qualified. Not only the human beings cannot enter this heavenly planet in the same body. I can't do that. He chastised him, he scolded him, he get lost from here. At that time, Trisanku had a very, what is a novel idea. This Vasishtha has become old. He can't fulfill my desire. Let me go to the 100 sons of Vasishtha and tell him whether they could do something which father cannot do. He went directly to them and asked them this, can you send me the same body to the heaven? And they also said, we went to your father. The father cannot help me. But since you are young, you can do some kind of a research and send me the same body. The Vasishtha's sons got very angry that Vasishtha is such an advanced devotee, and if he has declined it, we can't do that, just chastise him. And not only that, the custom, you should become ugly, and also bereft of, you should become poor. So the king was, Trisanku was a king one day before. Next day, he lost his beauty. He became poor. He was just walking on the road of Ayodhya. Nobody recognized him. He walked out of. But suddenly, he came to know Visvamitra is doing some austerity close to the vicinity of where he was going. Then he got a novel idea. There is a difference opinion between Vasishtha and Visvamitra. Let me go to Visvamitra and try whether he can sell me in this vision. You go to Visvamitra and asked him. You just told him, I went to Vasishtha. Vasishtha said, you can't go in the same body. Can you do something about that? Visvamitra, yes. Vasishtha said, no, I will make you to go. So he made elaborate rituals in such a way. So he want to elevate to the heavenly body, heavenly planet, the same body. So he called all these saintly people around this ashram where he was meditating. He requested the son to go and call everybody. Whoever is not coming or criticizing me, kindly note and tell me. I will take action against them. This much he told. So Vasishtha did not go. Vasishtha's sons also did not go. Because when father did not go, they also said, this is impossible. Visvamitra is doing something against his Vedas. He's not supposed to do. We will not encourage something against the Vedas. They did not go. And actually, at that time, Visvamitra got very angry. He cursed the 100 sons of Vasishtha that they should become a what is called, they should born in a low form family and they should be poor. This immediately he cursed them. So with this background, he tried to send Trisangu to the heavenly planet. He did all that time. He completed all this oblation, and he was waiting the demigods will come. Actually, when such a powerful sage like Visvamitra finishes yajna, whenever he calls, normally the demigods will come. This particular time, no demigods came. He was frustrated. So all these saintly people who are there, they were looking, this Visvamitra is becoming what is called, he cannot achieve what he had promised. He doesn't have power. They were thinking like that. Visvamitra immediately got, so whatever he had power, what he has accumulated so far by his austerity, he put it in this ladle. Ladle means that they put for one stick. With that, he tried to raise Trisangu to the heavenly planet with a ladder, just with indication showing at the upward. Trisangu, in no time, he was flying up. He was going up like that. And he was also happy. When he was going little in the middle of the journey, his entire veins started giving trouble. The blood vessels were giving trouble because he could not withstand the pressure from the higher planet. And when this was going on, Indra, from Indraloka, one god noticed somebody is coming to a heavenly planet without invitation and without any qualification. So that god went and reported to Indra, one flying object is coming, which is unauthorized. And Indra became very angry. He came with his thunderbolt and tried to push Trisangu down. And when Trisangu was coming down, he was trying to use his position become upside down. So he was coming down. He was crying for help. He was crying for help. He was shouting to Visvamitra, help, like that. So Visvamitra is become now that people who are saintly people still are there. They thought Visvamitra achieved some success sending this Trisangu up. Suddenly he was coming down. They were all terrified to see the position of Visvamitra, some precarious position. So Visvamitra again, he sent with the ladle up Trisangu, and at that time Trisangu was floating actually. Floating means he was neither in the heaven nor in the. Actually, Trisangu was requesting Visvamitra, I made a mistake. Doesn't matter. Kindly let me come down. So because since Visvamitra prestige is involved in that, he doesn't listen to Trisangu. He made him to stand there. And at that time, Visvamitra got a very big realization. Now, on my own, I can't do this. Task is impossible. Somebody is in the midway is hanging, and he is also shouting. He is not in a position to appreciate what I given to him. So then he immediately thought about Vishnu. He started meditating on Vishnu. He was invoking his name. Suddenly, Visvamitra, in front of Visvamitra, Vishnu came. He told Visvamitra, don't worry, whatever you have made this particular this one planetary system for Trisangu, I will maintain that, I will protect it. And like that, he blessed him. It is he also told the destruction and creation anybody can do. Maintenance is difficult. Since you have given the since you have invoked the Trisangu to given a planet, I will see that is maintained. You will a separate star was created. It will become a Trisangu Loga. There he was hanging. Permanently, he was not happy there. But since he had desired something, he got a way desire, it's fulfilled. So now, Here, one important lesson we have to mention is that he was prepared to, because since his pride is involved, the Visvamitra here, even though the Trisangu is requesting him that I am suffering, I am having undergoing severe pain, Visvamitra did not consider this appeal of Trisangu and they give him some place where he can live happily. Of course, he created heaven that is called this, what is a temporary heaven. It is not permanent. There, he is undergoing agony. He could not appreciate since his pride is involved. So now he has understood. Previously he went to south. When he went to south, he realized there is a mode of ignorance. So now he decided to go west now. So he decided to go west. Why he decided to go west? Because Brahma told he is not complete, he is not eligible to get the Bramharshi. So he said, let me go and do more tapasya. Like that, he goes for one more time of a tapasya in the western side. Here, when he went to the western side, there is one more sub-story is coming here. There was the story of Amrish Maharaj. Amrish Maharaj was performing yajna close to where Visvamitra Muni was also conducting his austerity there. There, Amrish Maharaj, whenever the Amrish Maharaj is completing the sacrifice end, you want to put a sacrificial animal in the fire. That time the animal was kidnapped. So it was taken from him, but nobody knows where the animal was taken. So the priest who was heading this particular India told him this is happening for multiple times. I can't tolerate it. Now that the stage of giving animal sacrifice is gone, you have to give one human sacrifice. And also he put a condition to Amrish Maharaj, you have to get one human being who voluntarily wants to enter into the fire. So Amrish Maharaj was a very precarious condition. Let me not do this yajna, let me stop it. But priest insisted you have to come out to complete it, otherwise you will get into a very bad situation. So he traveled, Amrish Maharaj traveled to many places. Finally, he came to the house of Richika Rishi. Richika Rishi was living somewhere. He requested Richika Rishi, I am undergoing this problem. I am conducting one human person is required. He also knows he has got 3 sons. Out of 3 sons, 1 son can you give me? So that he also knows Amrish Maharaj is a king, nice person. I want to help him. But he asked, there's Richika Rishi, he is a brother-in-law of Visvamitra Muni. The Kausiki is the sister of Visvamitra Muni, is married to Richika Rishi. So Richika Rishi says, I am attached to my first son, I can't give him. And at the same, Kausiki says, I am attached to the third son, I can't give. So the second son was overhearing this conversation, and he said, and his name is Sunna Shepa. Sunna Shepa means dog tail. That literally meaning is Sunna means dog, Shepa means tail. Sunna Shepa. He said, since any of you, both of your father and mother doesn't want me, some Amrish Maharaj wanted me, let me go along. He voluntarily went along with Amrish Maharaj and Sunapesha. He sat in a horse. They were riding for a long time. During lunchtime, they halted. But taking rest near one lake. And when they were after finishing the lunch, they were taking rest. And Sunapesha got a nice idea. I made a mistake in accepting I should be killed. Let me try if there is any way of escaping. He was thinking like that. So he came from the villagers. Then when Rishi is performing some yajna close by, you go and try whether he will help you like that. He went and met that particular Rishi, happens to be Visvamitra Muni, his own uncle. So Visvamitra Muni were very, very happy. His this nephew came there. He had a discussion and you told him, this is a very peculiar situation. I am going to be dying now. Can you help me? And at that time, Visvamitra Muni requested his sons. One of you can go. He has got more than 100 sons. Can one of you give your life in exchange of this boy? He has got only 3 sons, out of the one is dying. So can you that? Visvamitra Rishi's son immediately they rejected it. I can't do that. So actually, Visvamitra also here cursed his sons. Cursed his sons to become a selfish person in a fringy community. Which community, the third class community, you were taking a birth like that, he cursed them. And Sunapesha, he gave advice. He gave two mantra. By the two mantra, if you chanted, you will escape. So the mantra is very powerful. That mantra is invoking the Brahma and Indra. They will protect you. So with this, Sunapesha went to this sacrificial arena where he was tied to the sacrificial board. He was supposed to be cut. He said supposed to cut off. At that time, he sincerely chanted this mantra with a good faith. What Visvsmita gave. When the sacrificial arena was nearing completion, he was supposed to be taken for the sacrificial area for chopping of head. The Indra and Brahma appeared. And they said, we are very, very happy with Sunapesha. He has completed, because of him only the sacrificial completed. You release him. He gave the benediction, long life, and you will also have a sting to withstand any kind of enemies, things like that. These two blessings they gave. And Amrish Maharaj sacrificial also, they blessed him. It is success like that. So, here, you have to understand here that here this Sunapesha gives very, 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 very nice analogy after end of this thing. He says, when looking at this Amrish Maharaj and his parents, he came to a conclusion: no one in the world is a true well-wisher. Everybody is selfish. So he said, when father disowned them, they got lot of gift from the king. They gave so much charity, of cow, or gold, so many things he gave. For releasing one son, they got so many things. They are also selfish. They did not go out of love. They got something in exchange. Similarly, Amrish Maharaj also, he wants to save his yajna. That's why he also gave. He did not give out of compassion or something like that. He also got the benefit. Everybody in the middle world, everybody has got a hidden agenda. That one. There is no greater strength than taking refuge in a higher power. So what he did, Sunapesha thought, anyhow, I'm going to die. Let me go to a saintly person and take whether he can help me. Since he had a faith in Visvamitra's yajna or his power, and also he believed him, he invoked this mantra, both Indra and the Brahman came and saved him. So these two lessons we learned from the Sunapesha's this one. Now, the next journey of the testing time of Visvamitra comes. When he was doing yajna near a lake. So when beautiful lady came from the yajna, from the lake, swimming to where the Visvamitra was there, with a nice dress, with a nice song, and dazzling this one body like that, he was coming towards Visvamitra. Visvamitra suddenly, and also the nice fragrance was coming from her body. Visvamitra just cannot control his this one temptation. He's opened his eyes. He saw in front of him Menaka, sent by Indra, because Indra knows he is now taking a vow to somehow do a nice austerity. And this particular time, I have to disturb him. The Menaka came there, and he was somehow allured by Menaka. He married Menaka and got one daughter by name Sakutala. So 10 years passed by in living with Menaka. So suddenly he realized, so my goal was something else. I lost everything because of a sister thing. I have not obtained any success. So now he released from Menaka. He again go to that forest for austerity. This time Indra also understood that he is determined. Visvamitra is determined. So I have to do something. This time he sent this one, Rampa. So she comes there, and also this time previously he was affected by lust because of Menaka. This time he says, somehow I should not make the same mistake in temptation. And when Rampa came, immediately he cursed to become a stone. Actually, along with Ramba, that Kamadhenu also, the Indra also came in the form of cuckoo bird, and also in the this the nice environment, fragrance, smell and all. So both of them disappeared. Now he understood. Previously, he was affected by the greed envy with Vasishta. He had a problem. Subsequently, with Menaka, he was lust. Now he understood he is affected by anger. Now Visvamitra decided, this continuously I am failing, third time, 3 times I failed. So this time I should be very, very careful. And what he did this time is, he said, I will observe a silent meditation, Mauna Vrata. I will not speak to anybody. And like that he was doing, he was, he also had a guilty, this one of realization. I put the Trisango in a big problem. So now I have to take the help of the higher, this one like that. He asked again, he took the shelter of Vishnu, and he got, he become this time, because of Brahma's this one, he become a Bramharshi. After he become a Bramharshi this time, he actually, the Vasishtha comes in front of him. Brahma gave up a title, he is a Bramharshi. So he did not believe. He said, I want Vasishtha to tell me, you are also Bramharshi. Vasishtha came before him and told him, you are a Bramharshi. Then actually Visvamitra very, very happy. And here the particular transformation take place to Visvamitra Muni. Visvamitra Muni immediately fell at the feet of Vasishtha and took his lotus feet and massaged him. He did all this worship of his lotus feet, and he asked forgiveness from Vasishtha Muni. I did something very crazy without knowing what is that effect. In the process, I lost my sons, I lost my kingdom, I lost my prestige, what I had. I become a inimical with you. Then he came to the realization, there is no point in having a grudge against anybody. Because of the grudge only, he lost everything. He lost his, he put the inconvenience to the Trisang also. This all realization he came, because he surrendered to Vishnu. He invoked the Vishnu's name. Because of Vishnu, he got intelligence to understand what he did. He repented himself. This is a particular story, is very, very heart-touching story for all of us. Because, and also, one more important thing is, you have to understand, whatever he possessed in this particular yajna, whatever tapas he got it, he decided not to keep with him. With his mind, Visvamitra goes to Ayodhya. After doing this is before this story was told by Sadananda to Ram and Lakshman and Janaka and all. And then the faith in the Guru of Visvamitra for Ram and Lakshman increased multifold. Yes, from this an ordinary king, how is he become a Brahmarshi? Amazing. So now at this point of time, Visvamitra was thinking, there is no point in keeping this big kind of these all the powers with me. I have to give the powers to who deserves it. And he goes to the kingdom of Dasaratha Maharaj and requested Dasaratha Maharaj, kindly give Ram to me. I have to kill these Maricha and Subhavu. Those people are creating havoc in this forest. At that time, he was taking Ram Lakshman along with him. There they came to a place called Sarai River. In the southern part of Sarai River, and he requested Ram to go and take a bath and come to me. I want to give two kind of a mantra to you, so that you will be safe in the forest. So when Visvamitra, when Ram took this bath and came in front of Visvamitra Muni, he gave this Bala and Adibala mantra to Ram. Ram accepted with great reverence and respect from Visvamitra Muni, and he gives what are the benefit you will get by having this mantra, Bala and Adibala. So this mantra is say, that person who is chant this mantra will be not affected by fatigue and fever. No demons can attack them. And whether they were awake or sleep, the demons cannot, they are immune to this attack of demons. And these people will be unmatched in the dexterity and strength. Nobody can defeat him on the earth. And they'll be scholarly. Their caliber, they'll be discriminate, and so they can understand what is good, what is bad. And they never experience hunger and thirst. When Ram was going through this exile, in many places they did not get even roots and fruits also. They do not affect them. You will become famous and radiant. So with this, so now the story of Visvamitra is very, very applicable to all our life also. When we have something which is given by gift by God, so if unless we share it with somebody, is a burden. Similarly, this Visvamitra Mani also was having this so much of power. He can't use it for good purpose. He did not. First time he invoked the blessing of Shiva. Next time he invoked the blessing of Brahma. But third time when he invoked the blessing of Vishnu, he got realization. So I should do something good to the society. And he came to the conclusion, what he did up to thing with Vasishtha was wrong. He repented and he also asked forgiveness. But in the end of process, he lost many things, but he got a realization. That's why he became a Brahmanishi. See, that's why we have to understand when you have a power with you, that is called like a that's like a misuse to power. You don't know how to use it. For example, the terrorists having all this knowledge, everything, their power, everything is there. Like a knowledge which is not used for good purpose, it will be definitely misused. Similarly, with the story of Visvamitra, understand Visvamitra is such a ordinary king. He was ruling, but you see that the determination of Visvamitra Muni. So many failure after failure, he did not give up. The determination we can learn from Visvamitra Muni, and also how because of his connection with Vishnu, because of one connection with Vishnu, he's resulted in very good in this one. And we also learned one more lesson from here. One lesson, especially one more lesson what we got it, and you have to use whatever gift the God has given. For the Ruchika. Ruchika is giving the Sunapesha also. Sunapesha story, two things we learned is, one is nobody in the material world loves you, but everybody has got their own ulterior motive, and also he has now know how to surrender to higher power. So whatever we have remain in Krishna consciousness, we have to understand the value of our power, what Krishna has given through the mercy of our Prabhupada, our Guru Parampara, and we have to value our gift, what you have. But this can be a, if we keep it ourselves, only like Visvamitra initially did, is not good. That's why the Prabhupada says, I was reading one of the Maharaj quote. So ours is a preaching movement. Preaching movement is whatever you know, because many people are the conditioned souls are suffering. Even the basic, the regulative principles of Krishna consciousness, many of them doesn't know. And what you have to preach is by giving this, the knowledge, this knowledge of the Vedic knowledge of culture will be retained. Otherwise, after some time, when you don't pass on the message to people, they will be only attracted to the Western culture. After over a period of time, everything we got, which is they will not value it. So that's why very important for all of us to, first of all, appreciate what we have. We are very fortunate to have that this what is called, what Visvamitra is given, Bala Adi Bala. What we have this Krishna, what Chaitanya was given, what Prabhupada is given, is more than the Bala and Adi Bala. What with Hare Krishna mantra can liberate us from this the condition of material repeated birth and death. This is something beyond this mantra. What Prabhupada's mercy, yes, shower all our mercy on us, and somehow we are even a small group also exchanging these kind of thoughts. And one more important thing is, we are very fortunate to have the books written by the Subhalandu book. I'm just reading now to understand myself. These are the gift of our previous acharyas. So one of the important things what I'm admiring in ISKCON is nobody changing the philosophy. Philosophy is as Prabhupada many times said, as a postman, we deliver, the postman delivers what they given to him. Similarly, we deliver what our previous acharya has given. For our own purification and uptaking others, it will be very, very beneficial to everybody. So what is stated is, whatever you talk, it should be beneficial, it should be sweet, it should be beneficial and sweet, and also it should be what is called, you should be changing the heart. So by this Hare Krishna mantra, only simple process of Hare Krishna mantra, you don't do anything. Automatically, how the Visvamitra Muni changed by connection with this, he did not do anything artificially, he did not do subsequent tapas. He internally got every realization. Similarly, whatever you do externally is good, fine, but internal realization has to come. only by chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Yesterday also the Prabhuji gave a nice, amazing class. The Hare Krishna mantra is not ordinary. At least we should have realization theoretically. What we got a gift is beyond this imagination. If we value anything, as our Maharaj repeatedly say, once you value, you are aware of what is the potency of Hare Krishna mantra, the mantra will reveal to you. It is not our own effort. The mantra on its own is revealed. It has got, it may become a compassion and that. So this person is struggling. Let me reveal my potency. The only what is humble position, that mantra will be revealed. Otherwise, mantra is known to everybody. It's written in the book. Everybody is publishing and all. But to the extent we value it, to the extent we put faith in this mantra will reveal to us. One day we'll get realization that what we got, everything is enough. I don't have any attachment to the material world. Hare Krishna, thank you very much for all of you for listening to me, tolerating me for whatever I spoke. If there is anything wrong, kindly forgive me. Anything is appeal is good. So it is all glories to Prabhupada and our Maharaj. I'm thankful to all of you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. I heard a new story first time and so many lessons. Very, very beautifully explained. Thank you so much. Keep coming every time.
Thank you, Bri. Thank you, Bri, for encouragement, Bri. Because of you, I'm support.
Really a new story. I have not heard it. I did not hear it earlier.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavad.
Dandavad Mataji.
Same here, Prabhuji. What Prabhuji said about Ambarish Maharaj Yajna, I heard for the first time. And your Bhagavatam class always gives some philosophy with morals, which we don't do.
Thank you. This I'm speaking from the Subhala's book only, Maharaj, Mataji, from this first book.
Okay.
I'm doing some translation for Subhala's Prabhu in Tamil. So that's why I went deep into that. I thought I'll just speak because there's so many things are there in Ramayana. So we know stories are known, some lessons we don't know. Otherwise, stories everybody knows actually.
Yeah. And,
but this was a new story.
Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Bridget. Hare Krishna. Bless me, Bridget. So I should speak something very.
Hearing.
Bridget, not only that, Bridget, I will tell you, Ranganatha, something amazing happened 2-3 days before. I listened to one of a video sent by my brother. If you study Ramayana, and if you study Ramayana, Hanuman will come personally to listen to Ramayana. That everybody knows about that. In Chennai, one Upanyasakar was doing a Sundarakandam of Ramayana for 7 days in a hospital. When the Shankar Math has got hospital, 400 doctors are attending. He was narrating Ramayana. And whenever Ramayana is recited, they should keep on asana for Hanuman to come and sit. They gave Hanuman asana to sit, and they gave some offering for like Peru and all. They kept in a plate. Every day, the monkey will come and take the fruit and go away. And 9th day, the monkey from that time that the Katha started till end, it stayed there. After this Katha is over, he circumambulated this that Kadakar for 3 times and took the Peru and went nicely without disturbing people. After that, I decided I should do Sundarakanda. From yesterday, I started Sundarakanda in Tamil, 28 days. Parayana. Okay. So something actually the Mahamantra I was telling you, Sachinda Maharaj says 3 things. One is you will see Krishna in front of you. Another is it will be revealed through the heart and revealed through the thought. Okay. Through maybe some thought, some heart. Suddenly, some weird idea. I should also read Sundarakanda. Somehow the connection with the Ramayana has come back again. Great. Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please keep covering this nectar always.
No, I will now give a lecture from Ramayana only. So many lessons are there. So I will speak from Ramayana only based